Okay, welcome. This is Angelic Empress. For you new people, welcome. I ask that you please subscribe if the message resonates, or if you just want to get my live streams, which I plan to start doing more often. Just a little basic thing about me: I am a reader, but not just a reader. I'm also a clairvoyant, and I am also someone who is able to connect with the other side. So I have my own special gifts. I don't just do tarot. Um, I pick up on energies, and if they come through, I just let, spirit guide me, or whatever angels that may come through. So I'm going to begin the reading. I'm going to be using the Butterfly Oracle deck. That's going to be one of the decks that I'll be using today, by Doreen Virtue. And I'm also going to be using my daily affirmation. These are some beautiful cards, and they actually have some really, really good messages on them. And I also have the Love Oracle cards, just in case we get, a love message, which a lot of times love always comes out because most people are inquiring about love. Um, I have serendipity. Let me see, get you a better look. I love these cards. These are very good for anyone who is into wanting to learn about how to read tarot. You don't have to have a gift to learn to read tarot. You know, for some people, they just want to read enough to learn more about themselves. Um, you don't have to have a gift to be able to do tarot. And some people, like myself, we like to use them because a lot of you guys like to see the cards, or sometimes it gives clarification. So, moving right along, I'm going to move the cards to the side and use them one at a time. And we're going to start off with the Butterfly Oracle deck. So, let's see what we got here. Dear God, creator of all things, I ask that you please be with me in this reading today, God. I ask that you allow the angels to protect this reading, and to let the messages that need to come through come through. Thank you so much. It is so. Okay. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna get one card, or whatever wants to come out. Okay, there's one. And I'm asking, just please give me the messages that need to come out for the collective, please. Hmm. I think I'm gonna stop there because I got two cards that are on point with body changes. That's what I have. Body changes and self care. So maybe you guys are going through some type of change with your diet. Maybe you are uh, feeling something in self where you feel as though you need to get something checked out. Maybe you need to go and see your primary care physician, or maybe you need to see a nutritionist, or maybe you just have decided to take your body through a new experience. You're trying to change how you um have done in the past, you're trying to incorporate more healthier changes in your life as far as energy, as far as your physical well being. So, whatever body changes mean for you and self care, you know, I would like to touch base with that as far as just have you been neglecting yourself? Um, Sometimes we forget about ourselves, especially when we have other people in our lives that we have to take care of, whether that's children or spouse or a family member or friend. Sometimes we forget about ourselves in the process. And Spirit wants you to know that in order to take care of others, you have to take care of yourself. So let's not forget about self care in the process. You too are important. Okay. Um, I wasn't going to read what those cards mean, but I'm being guided to do so because maybe there's something on these cards that someone else in the collective need to hear. So just give me a minute and I'm going to look up what the actual meaning of the card means from the actual book. So we're going to start with body changes. Body changes. This card guides you to focus on changes in your body so that you can influence it in a healthy direction. It's time to take charge of your own health and remain optimistic. After all, the butterflies show us the power of going through a physical change as they enter the chryla- what is it? As it enter the Cryalis phase. You are undergoing a similar preparation stage, which will bring you blessings of new strength and insight. Whether your body changes are a result of the aging process, your medical status, or your lifestyle, this card reminds you that you have many options available. Give yourself permission to take positive and healthful action steps, supportive of your physical well being. And additional meanings for this card are a new exercise program, as I mentioned earlier, changing your healthcare regimen, improving your diet, or just getting a makeover. So it could be something as simple as that. So I just want you guys to take that into consideration. We're going to move on to the next card, which is self care. So let's take a look at what self care has to say, other than what my natural energy picked up. Okay. Self care. Before a butterfly emerges with beautiful wings, it spends time in a cocoon. Similarly, this card is asking you to retreat for some much needed rest and self care. If you are breathing a sigh of release upon reading this, that's another sign of a need for a healing pause. Self care can take many forms, but the important thing is for you to look after yourself in a way that promotes your happiness, health, and high energy. This may involve a detox of your diet or getting away from any harsh energy, relationships, or circumstances. Take great care of yourself, and you will fly high and free like a butterfly. Additional meanings: go on a retreat, simplify your life, assert yourself, and learn to say no. So maybe you are in a phase of life where you are the yes person and you want to please everyone. Well, you can't please everyone. Sometimes you just have to say no for your own sanity. And if we're talking about knowing that you need that vacation, if you can afford to take it, take it. Sometimes there are also ways that we can get around not being able to afford to take it. Did you know that you can book a flight on layaway? Did you know that you can put your vacations on a payment plan? Take the strides that you need to do to take care and support yourself. if you're in an unhealthy relationship, one that's toxic or one that just does not serve your purpose anymore. Make that decision to put you first. Get back to where you are number one. Because ultimately, if someone is making you feel unhappy, then everything else is going to fall by the wayside. So let's move on to our next card, and that is going to be these beautiful cards that I was just telling you about. Let's see what the message here is. What is the message for the collective? What do you want the collective to know? Thank you, God. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's one. Let's get one more. All right. Oh, whoa. Um, you know, I asked for one more and I got four more, so I'm gonna take them. I wasn't expecting that many to come out, but and I wouldn't take it if it was like a tarot. But so let's read what these cards say. This card is physical healing, if you can see that. Yeah. So this is about physical healing. It says, honor. I honor my sensitivity. I'm sorry. I honor my sensuality by exploring sights, sounds, scents, and textures that make me feel alive and connected to my whole body. So basically, this card just speaks of being gentle with self, standing still enough to explore, hear, feel, smell everything around you and taking it all in. Sometimes we get so busy in life that these very small things in life that we just look over. We don't even see it or pay attention to it anymore. We don't have time to just sit still and just breathe and be in the moment. So I'll read this to you again. I honor my sensuality by exploring sights, sounds, scents, and textures that make me feel alive and connected to my body. It's a very beautiful card. And what is that down there? That is it a rabbit or a squirrel? Some beautiful little animal. Yeah. And this is kind of showing that that's in the earth. So maybe you need to ground yourself as well. This next card speaks of prosperity. Prosperity. And it just simply says, I love being debt free. So maybe some of you have been able to pay off some debt and it has freed up a feeling of freedom inside of you. Or maybe you're needing to free up some debt. You need to get your finances in order so that you can feel this feeling of feeling debt free. The next card that we have is physical health. Physical health. This camera doesn't do these cards much justice, and I apologize, but these are some beautiful cards. It says, I listen to my body, and honor is wisdom. And we got this beautiful cat. and so fluffy and fat and comfortable. I noticed the pattern here is talking a lot about body, listening to your body changes, self care. So I'm feeling like there are a lot of you out here that you're just tired, whether it's emotionally or physically or both. And you just need to listen to your body and know when you've had enough, know when it's time to pull back and give yourself some rest. So, really think about that and take that into consideration. The next card, again, we got another card about prosperity, earth, a card with some shells and sand. And it says, I am worthy of more prosperity, and I open my heart and hands to receive it now. I am worthy of more prosperity, and I open my heart and hands to receive it now. So maybe a lot of you have been feeling unworthy, and you're needing to get on board with the understanding that you are worthy. Tell yourself this every day. If it's no more than just saying to yourself, I am worthy. I am worthy every day. Speak self affirmations to yourself. And the last card we have is environment. Environment. And these are the things around you when you speak of environment. This is the picture. A lot of earth in these cards that I pull. Every last one of them has like a earth dynamic to it. So I'm really feeling like a lot of you need to ground yourself. Ground yourself. Get out in the outside. If you've been inside or not getting out, take you a walk in the park. Go sit by some water, by a lake. Um, if you live in a mountain area, get in the mountains or do something and get yourself outside and just breathe in the fresh air, and this will recharge you. It says, I let go of all I no longer love, need, or use. I adore space. So maybe a lot of you are allowing people, places, and things to take up space in your life. And you know that you need to let go and release that old energy because it does not need to be here in your life anymore. Don't be afraid to let go and start new. It talks about letting go. So let go of people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and you will feel 100% better about yourself. I just want to reiterate again that in these cards, I see so much energy of earth. And I just feel like there are a lot of you guys out here that need to be grounded. You need to be reminded that it's okay that we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of regular life, and we need to just reset. We need a reset. Okay. So I'm going to go on into the love oracle side. I don't know if there's a message here for love, being that everything has been about self care. Interesting message, though. Very, very interesting. I never expected for a message of a lot of self care and things like that to come out. But hey, if that's what needed to come out, that's what needed to come out. So let's see what. And I think I'm going to also take the card off the top of this deck here, since I said let's see what love, and the card that's sitting on the top of that deck says relationship, so maybe there is a slight message here about love. Let's see. All righty, there's one card. Oh. There's two, and I'm gonna do one more. Oh. Yeah, well, every time I say what I'm gonna do, they show me that they're gonna do what they want to do. So two more cards came out. So let's do this. we have the hammer. The hammer speaks of sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistence, working on it. So perhaps some of you guys are in a hard situation or relationship where um, maybe you sabotaged your relationship or someone sabotaged the relationship. Maybe you're working on rebuilding a relationship. Maybe there's been some back and forward energy between you and someone, and you feel like you're in an interrogation. Maybe things are happening in a pattern where you feel like it's just repetitive and you know, you just don't know. Maybe you are the hammer, and you know how a hammer hits over and over again, and it's very persistent, when it's hammering. So maybe you're working on a relationship and you're very persistent in um, doing that. You're putting in the work, or someone else is, or maybe you both are, and you got your eyes set on rebuilding. This can mean different things for different people. This card. Um, you also have the card of photograph, and photograph talks about looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So maybe you or someone is, looking at some old photos in a phone, or missing someone, because you haven't spoken to that person or they haven't spoken to you, and they're thinking about you. Um, they're missing you. They're thinking about old memories. Um, Maybe you want to create new memories. The boat talks about receiving what you need, progression, finally arriving in a situation, place, or thing, moving on, or closure issues. Maybe a relationship was sabotaged, and you and this person just stopped speaking, and you have been having trouble trying to find closure in this relationship, and perhaps you just need to be open to the fact that you may or may not get the closure that you need, but you have to be open to being okay with that and moving on. And you can do that by just closing your eyes and affirming to yourself that you forgive the person that you're having those closure issues about, whatever they've done. Just forgive them and say that it is okay, and move on. Mask. That's the next card. Mask. Not showing true feelings. Hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Maybe someone in a relationship is not showing how they truly feel. Maybe you're not showing how you truly feel, or maybe you're not being who you are in a relationship or a situation, whatever that may mean for you. Perhaps you're hiding behind something. You're not. Maybe you feel like you can't be yourself. Maybe that person feel like they can't be themselves, or someone is just gaslighting, meaning that they are just manipulative. This is going to be different for everyone. But I just want to say that if you are someone who is not um, feeling like you can be yourself in a relationship, then it may be something that you want to consider thinking about as far as that relationship is concerned, because we all deserve to be able to be our authentic self. If someone does not love you, care for you, or want to be with you for who you truly are, then they're simply not the person for you, because isn't that what a relationship is about in the first place? So honor yourself. This relationship card that I talked about that was sitting right on top of the deck, I'm going to take it. And it says, I am a master at setting boundaries that protect my time, energy, creativity, and emotional well being. And that literally just goes with what I just said. Set boundaries and protect your time and your energy. And that's about who you are. Because if you're not being able to explore yourself, if you're not able to be who you say that you are, your authentic self, then that means you're not setting boundaries in your relationship and you need to, and you're not protecting your time or your energy. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to end this read by pulling a tarot card, see what comes out. I won't say what we're going to do because obviously what's going to come out is what's going to come out. So let's just see. See how this ties into the message. Just give me the messages that need to come out the most, please. In the collective reading, what other messages do you have here for the collective? Thank you, God. Let's give it one more. All right. Let's cut. I always like to see what's on the bottom here. We got justice, death, and the Ace of Wands. So perhaps we got some new energy, new ideas, some karmic justice, and some transformations. Let's see what comes out, which direction we're going in. Hey now, baby. A lot of messages wanting to just pop out. Jeez. All right. Please settle the energy, please. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Well, we always like really good news in readings, but I guess I kind of already knew and felt the energy that what direction this message was going to go in, just by all of the reinforcement of needing to take care of self and self care and all of those things. So I'm sure this tarot message is just going to come right on behind. So we got the Page of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So with the Page of Cups, perhaps there's someone coming in with an apology. That's very possible. Maybe you need to apologize to someone, or maybe someone needs to apologize to you. Um, Pages, as we know, are messengers, but they can also be someone young. It could be a child person. However it applies to you, but I'm just going to go along with um, the way the messages have been coming in, and we're going to keep it on a level of the situation. And I just feel like the situation could include some type of apology from someone, or some news comes in from someone. I apologize for the sounds of the door opening and closing. Um, and the next card that we have is the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is basically about someone being indecisive. They're at a crossroads and they don't really know what decision to make. They could be avoiding trying to make a decision because it's a painful choice. Someone could just literally not be able to see what's right in front of them. They're blocked right now, or they're facing fears. And this could also talk about someone being torn between uh two relationships. So maybe there's third party energy here. Maybe you're dealing with someone who has someone else, or maybe you're the one. But there's a decision here that needs to be made. And I know this because the Ten of Cups is in reverse. So this talks about, a broken family or a relationship. Someone is miserable. Um, Maybe you're in a domestic partnership. Maybe you're not married, but you've been with this person for some time. Y'all live together. It's a serious relationship. And things are just not going well, and you're trying to make the decision, or they're trying to make the decision whether to stay or to go. Um, and it's a hard decision for whatever reason. Maybe they uh, feel guilty for leaving a relationship that they put so much energy and time into, but the other person makes them happy. They feel guilty about that. I don't know how, that applies to you, but I know that there's a lot of deceit and betrayal that has went on in this situation, because obviously this, if there's a third party, then, it's a lot of sneaking and secrets and things going on. Someone's, spying, or there's a, energy there of manipulation. It's something that's just not right, cheating, whatever. So whatever side you're on, this is what's going on. So if you're the person in this energy of, the card card kind of speaks for itself. It's not that clear, but this is a picture of this guy trying to get away with something, and he's looking behind him to see if anyone's watching. So where you fit into this dynamic. So maybe you're the person that needs to make the decision, because you know that this is just not right. I don't know. The Knight of Pentacles. This, maybe this is you. Maybe you are the earth energy here, and you're being cautious, you know. You're trying to be practical without, maybe you feel like you need to make a practical decision that's not based on emotion or feelings alone. Um, Maybe you're dealing with a stubborn person. I don't know. But the pentacles are generally, people who, um, mm, I'm not gonna say that they are generally loyal people, but generally the Knight of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, is generally a person who uh cares about um how they present themselves. So I would say that maybe this situation started out as something that um, they didn't intend to manipulate or hurt anyone, but maybe the situation got out of control, and now they're just trying to figure a way out of it. Perhaps they never meant to hurt the person that they were with, and now they're just stuck in this situation where they're hurting two people and they just don't know what to do. So, you never know. But it's definitely just not a good energy that I'm picking up. And then I have the Ten of Pentacles, in the upright, and this speaks about marriage and commitment. So this could definitely be talking about Like I said, someone has a partner at home that they are either married to or in a serious relationship with. And this is where they've built their foundation. This is where they get their stability from. Um, Maybe there is money tied up in this situation, and that's the only thing that's holding them there. But really and truly, they want to be somewhere else, or maybe it's reversed and it's a situation where they have stepped out and messed up and realized that what they were doing wasn't for them. And now they want to issue an apology with this, um, page of cups. So perhaps this person is just struggling with making a decision with hurting either party, because ultimately I don't feel like they want to hurt anyone, but they know that they have to make this right. So whether that's you or the other person, this person has a major decision to make, and that's whether to apologize and hold on to their family, or rather that's to apologize and make whatever decision it is that they need to make for themselves. Um, I hope that this message resonates. And yeah, nobody likes a third party situation, but sometimes people find themselves in those situations, and you have to make hard decisions in order to get yourself to a better place. So I do wish you peace and light, and my heart and my prayers go out to you and the strength that you need to make the best decision for yourself. Just remember to take care of yourself. Always be authentic to yourself. Take care of your body, and remember that you are important too. What you want, what you need, what you feel is important. If you don't take care of self, you can't take care of anyone else. This is Angelic Empress, and I do ask that you subscribe, hit the like button, share, and I hope to be getting out some more content to you more often. And I hope that you definitely have enjoyed this reading. Drop me a message, comment, and tell me, how did you feel about the message? Did it resonate with you? Peace, love, and light. Good night.